lie to your face, I really don't get it. She say what you want her to say. At the end of the day,
so then I'll tell you why. The reason that you must be submissive is because everyone has their roles, and the roles don't come out of thin air. The roles come directly out of biology. And let me show you why you are submissive. If I was there right now, I could make you submit. You ain't even got to take the option. I'll make you submit. And here's the difference. You can never flip the script and make me submit. You are designed weaker. You shall be dominated. And when you're unruly the way you are right now,
you believe that.
That's why you will never get a man who is a high earner, because he doesn't want to deal with an unruly woman. And I say this because I love you and I want the best for you. And you're a good looking woman. You can achieve so much, but that mouth ain't good looking. When you think that you can compete with a man and not submit, you might as well get into a relationship with a woman, because that's the only being that's going to put up.
There's one thing you can expect from me, and that's the unexpected. 'Cause I'm an international super spy.
Which pill would you take? Red pill? You restart your life at the age of 10 with all the knowledge you have now. Blue pill? You jump to 45 years old with 50 million in the bank.
hey, she lie to your face, I really don't get it. She say what you want her to say. At the
Now, brothers, remember, because she has the car, the degree, the house, and their own business, she might not be as feminine as you would like her to be, because she's almost maybe operating in this masculinity, because she's getting everything, right? She's being aggressive in her pursuits of everything that she's been able to obtain. Now, I have to break some bad news to you all. My brothers. Now realize this, because a lot of times when I'm on social media platforms, or if I'm on Clubhouse and I hear guys talking about modern women and the struggles that they wish these women would make changes to accommodate him, there are some things that you just have to realize, that things have changed and we have to evolve as people. Brothers, let me say, she might not have a full course meal for you sitting at the house hot by the time you get home. She's not going to have a filet mignon for you every night and all these other meals that you want prepped every day when you come home from work. Like, she's going to just take your shoes. Like, when you walk in the door, she's going to take your shoes off for you. She's going to greet you with a kiss, and all the kids are going to run up to you, and it's going to be like this every day. And she got her meal, the meal ready for you, and a glass of wine every day, and you're just going to sit at the table like a king because you just worked a hard day of work. And then she's looking at you like,
when you write that a discourse of Islam is what causes Muslim men to rape, you are engaged in a discourse of censorship. You are saying that the discourse of Islam is something that is wrong, something that should not be allowed, something that you object to. Yeah, go for it.
Is it not true that to have a different opinion isn't the same as telling other people that they shouldn't have or they can't have that opinion?
Absolutely not. No.
I'ma slide some. First and foremost with my new bitch, I've been thigh rubbing, having sex in my Rolex, cause my time coming. I go incognito before I let a bitch hide something. I don't want the cheat code, turn it on to a freak code.
So that's my idea of the patriarchy, which is a system of male dominance of society.
Yeah, but that's not my sense of the patriarchy.
So what's yours?
Well, in what sense is our society male dominated?
The fact that the vast majority of wealth is owned by men, the vast majority of capital is owned by men. Women do more unpaid labour.
Very tiny proportion of men, and a huge proportion of people who are seriously disaffected are men. Most people in prison are men. Most people who are on the street are men. Most victims of violent crime are men. Most people who commit suicide are men. Most people who die in wars are men. People who do worse in school are men. It's like, where's the dominance here precisely? What you're doing is you're taking a tiny substrata of hyper successful men and using that to represent the entire structure of Western society. There's nothing about that that's vaguely appropriate.
These are some things I've learned about girls who are insanely pretty.
These insanely beautiful girls are barely getting hit on because everyone thinks like, oh my god, they're so attractive, like I can't even try because everyone's probably going for them. And since everyone thinks that, no one is hitting on them. Like even me, when I see like a fine ass motherfucker, I'm like, oh my god, he's so cute, but I would never try because I know he has bitches. So their insecurities constantly get invalidated because they're pretty, so they shouldn't complain. So much fucking jealousy and negativity from the people around them. Guys are mad that they could never get with them, so they're bitter and rude. Their friends tend to have ulterior motives and low-key hope something bad happens to that friend because they're so jealous. A lot of the times, their friends won't even invite them to come somewhere because they're too pretty and like they wouldn't want all the attention to be on that person.
Like, hey, yo, I don't need a fool, need a fool, let go.
Hey guys, I'm Dorsey and this is the Help a Brother Out channel, and I'm going to be taking an interview for my wife this week.
Okay, are you familiar with Kevin Samuels' work? And do you agree or disagree with his message about modern women?
Yes, I am familiar with Kevin's work, and I disagree with his idea about modern women. Next question.
Men say that a modern women are the problem, and as a result, the divorce rate has gone up. So what are your thoughts on this matter?
Well, first of all, I don't think that men should focus on why women aren't choosing them or why women are divorcing them. I think that each should take responsibility and figure out why they aren't getting the women that they want. Typically, there's a problem there. Maybe you're a son of a bitch, right? Or maybe you're a liar. Maybe you could tell the truth a little bit more. Or maybe you're addicted to porn, and as a result, it shatters your view of how women should be. Also, maybe you're not attractive enough. But do you smell good? Do you look good? You might even be manipulative. So all of these things should come into place when it comes down to you and sexual attraction and or attracting a mate. Another thing is that women take all the risk with sex. They shouldn't just allow any guy to, the bigger way to deal with the situation is by looking within and seeing how you can make yourself better for a partner. It's wrong to say that women are the problem. That's ridiculous. And I don't think you're going to get far with anything. So no, I don't agree with what Kevin Samuels is saying. I'm not saying that to say that there aren't truths, but this is deeper than that. Women are not the problem. Men are also not the problem. You are the problem. And you need to work on yourself. And as long as everybody's working on themselves, getting a new job, I don't know, learning a new hobby or career, getting a new haircut, whatever the case may be, improve yourself and try to learn to attract the women that you want in your life. And I would say that the reason that you're probably not attracting them has a lot to do with trauma. And a lot of people don't talk about these situations. We like to throw simple answers to complicated things. But here's the deal. Seek out a behavioral therapist and try to get to the deepest in your mind and in your conscience and try to figure out where things went wrong. Because there's usually a traumatic child experience or experience that leads to this type of partner finding. And if I had any advice to give young men, I would say work on yourself. Make sure that you're financially stable. Make sure that you're not a liar, that you're not a son of a bitch, that you let go of your porn addiction. Get rid of all of those things. So if you have somewhat of a symmetrical body and face and you're not a bad looking guy, women will give you attention. But take care of yourself. Forget about all of these guys that talk about, women as the problem. Oh, they're immature. Let those guys go. That's not how you're going to resolve the problem. Women are choosy by nature because that's what they're built to be. They take all the risk of pregnancy and men don't. And that's it. That's all I have to say about that. You have any more questions?
No, that will be all. Thank you for answering all these questions, and good to have you here today.